Diagnosis is a really personal thing for people. I meet a lot of people that don't want to be labelled and they don't want the limits of that label. And I think that's a perfectly valid response, particularly since the way we go about diagnosis is looking for the things that are wrong so that we can kind of capture them.
There were certain things that I was finding really difficult to deal with and I didn't understand why. I think I'd sort of arrived at that point in my life believing that I wasn't a particularly nice individual because I avoided social contact and, you know, I'd got strong views about certain things that, you know, I felt I was being quite inflexible, and I thought that if I understood what the condition was and if that's what it was, that would help me sort of understand a little bit more about who I was really.
If you can imagine that you live your life to 26 thinking that you're someone you're actually not, and then finding out that you're this completely different person who has a completely particular set of likes and dislikes, that you like things done a certain way for a reason, not because you're tetchy or because you're quirky, because you're autistic. So having the diagnosis really helped me gain my self-understanding, helped me find myself.
Nobody wants to have a label on anybody, but if that's what it takes to get him the support that he needed, and us, then that's all that mattered to me. Labels didn't bother me.
It was a huge relief. They helped me. They helped me explain the way I was and why I did certain things differently and why I didn't fit in. So yeah, they helped me loads.
It was a relief to know for sure that I definitely had it, and to know specifically what about my dyslexia, where my specific areas were, and you can then look at more targeted advice as to how to cope with that.
I was 65 years of age when I had the diagnosis, so yes, very late in life, and I'd assumed that over those years since school I've automatically put in some coping mechanisms that I haven't really known about. I've just done them so that I can process information.
I'm a very big believer in promoting the positivity of my boys. You know, I've told them to be loud and proud. Nothing made me prouder than you when he got his ADHD diagnosis, put it on his Instagram. I've got ADHD, what's your problem? I thought that was amazing. And I've told the boys never to hide their disabilities, or abilities, should I say, because it makes them who they are.
And I stand on top of a mountain and I will take a mic in Wembley Stadium with millions of people and say, do you know what? I have dyslexia, and I'll explain what that is. I have dyspraxia, and I'm confidently taking it on board. I wear the label with pride. The label of dyslexia has made me who I am today. And without that, my diagnosis, and without the word dyslexia, I don't know where I'll be.